going to work on this an hour. Whatever I have that I feel my energy will last. And then I congratulate myself and say, well done, and I'll do it again.
Because if we might get snowmageddon, I need to get the car in the garage, right?
Oh, don't tell me. You can't get your car in? Well,
actually, yeah.
I was going to say that is not a surprise, though, because 1 in 4 people cannot get even one car in their garage. They use their garage for storage, and they put their $30,000 car out in the elements. Just saying. So, yeah, that might be a place to start.
So I could take it out of the garage, though, and there's storage units, right?
Oh, no. All right, so 1 in 10 people pay for storage units up to, well, I mean, the general, about $100 or more a month to store things that they don't want to be bothered with. And this can get, I mean, you think, okay, $100 times 12. I mean, there's a lot you could do with that money. So, no, don't go there. Clean out the garage.
And so...
Amen.
That's it. You know, we do BOGOs and we think we're going to eat all that soup, but we can take some soup next Sunday and share it with somebody. And so we get back to this idea of carrying the raft. What's our raft? You know, is it something that we brought with us when we literally moved to the Atlanta area? Is it an idea about a way of living that maybe isn't so comfortable for us anymore? Or we look at it and I was like, oh, I don't know if I even like that anymore. Like, but I can't get rid of it because it was mom's or grandma's or cousin.
Oh, wait a minute. It was mom's or it was grandma's, but it isn't.
Or grandpa's. I think some of those tools were grandpa's.
But it isn't Aunt Jenny or Grandpa. It's just some of their stuff that they used. Now, if you want to use it, and you want to love it, and it has purpose for you, oh, keep it. But if you're keeping it under a sense of just obligation, and it's taking up your space, and you don't use it, and you don't love it, you just love the person, think about that person. Is that the way they want you to live now?
And that's what gets us sometimes in the emotional, mental, spiritual part of letting go of the physical, is there's an obligation. Like, I gotta keep it. It was grandma's. And the thing we remember in the teaching, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, is that something that has carried us to a certain place, you know, when we entertained for 20 and now we're just entertaining for 6. Is maybe we don't need all those place settings. Or we're not working on all those projects the same way, or we're digitizing all our photos and they're in the cloud, and you know, we don't need all these photo boxes and albums anymore. And so we need to create that open space to let go.
And to allow new things to come in. If you're holding on to everything and you're clutching it to you and stacking stuff around your house, where's the opportunity? Where is the chance for new things, new experiences to come into your life?
And our physical energy that gets us excited and ready to run out the door and live life, versus that physical energy that's just like, oh, I don't want to look at that anymore. And so we see that clearing, that letting go process as a process of trust. That everything we need, we're going to have. Because whatever this physical stuff is, it needs our energy, it needs our time,
Your emotions. It's exhausting.
Our space. Sometimes it needs our money. And we really want to go out with our friends. We really want to shop for fun chili stuff. We really want to go to see a cool new place where they already have the rafts built and you just get to float. And so, while we're taking on this new attitude, we do it gently. We do it step by step. Maybe we schedule 20 minutes to just sit and meditate, read our daily word, do our affirmation, 20 minutes to clear up some stuff. And that's the beauty of doing this every day. We make the space. Blessed are we. Happy are we. Content are we. Fulfilled are we when we have room to inherit the good, wonderful new stuff. When we take those simple, easy, gentle steps, one at a time, to make a way to reach the other shore and inherit the earth. We love you. Namaste.